Water, probably the most important thing you'll ever put into your body. People who fast really depend on it, but honestly, it is the most important thing you will ever consume, ever. Our bodies are 50%, way more than that, actually 70% water, so we have to make sure we have a good level of it every day. Hey, my name's Nicktaber. I'm a personal trainer, and I talk about this stuff on this channel because, man, I've lived through this, and oh yeah, I've had a lot of this one. I'm out for a walk right now, just getting some air, fresh air, and the question came in on Instagram was, can you talk about the importance of water and why it is essential and why we need to drink so much of it? Okay. So, water needs to be a thing. It has to happen. It's, when we don't drink water, what happens is our organs, our body, we're all looking for our body looks for, other ways to get what it needs in order for the organs to thrive. It's 2 parts hydrogen, 1 part oxygen. Simply, that's it. So when you get the water, what happens is that replaces the oxygen, helps the body move, helps circulation, helps a whole load of stuff, and then you get a lot better. You get way, way, way better with this. This may be a shorter video today than I usually do, but really there's no real way to be able to put it, because honestly, it is the way it is. So, much like when you have food, you have proteins for your muscles, you have carbohydrates for your energy. You have the fats in order to coat your organs and help everything like that. Your body needs the water really for circulation purposes, and it helps the blood flow move a lot better. Can it help it, it's like people say, oh, coffee's good. Coffee's, I drink a lot of coffee every day. Does that count? Yes, it does. But you don't need a lot of coffee if you drink enough water, really. Because the big thing that it is, as I said, it helps with blood. It helps with blood and helps the body with circulation. So it helps the blood rush through the veins, get to the major areas, and help the blood circulate. What coffee does is coffee will absolutely help you get better. But coffee, what it does is it expands the blood vessels, so it helps the blood rush around a lot more for a temporary purpose. That's the big thing with caffeine. So when you have water intake, a couple things like, Nick, how much do I need to drink every day? And what do I need? I don't want to be, saddled to cups of coffee or measurable cups every day. Well, let me tell you, when you feel the feeling, it's a lot better. So where do you start? All right, well, let's go ahead and get into it. So you start with your water intake is you get a cup that's measurable. So this one here is 32 ounces. So I have my supplements in there, and I take the water, measure it. I said, okay, I need to get to a gallon every day. Now a gallon is 128 ounces. Real simple, real easy. So it's 4 of these every day. But if you wake up in the morning and you drink a good glass of cold water, you probably have 10 to 20 ounces down already. Before and after every meal, you have 10 to 20 ounces. So you eat presumably 3 times a day, and then you sip on some water and you get the 128 ounces real easy. That if you are experienced with it, honestly do something, and one big step with it, measure your water intake for a day. You probably already do it. If you get a large Dunkin' Donuts coffee for every morning, that's 32 ounces already. Oh, I do that, I fill it up, and then I do it again, and then I'm drinking something. You probably go ahead and do it. Honestly, just take a look and see what you do. It'll probably surprise you if you're like, oh, I drink 1 bottle of water every day. And if you're honest with it, then you got to get to a half gallon first and work your way up slowly to get better and better and better. I'd like to see people do it. In fact, that's what I do with clients, is start them off. They're like, I've never worked out before. I know I need to lose weight. I know I need to do better. Like, okay, how's your water? What do you mean? How's your water intake? I don't drink really much at all day. I drink maybe 1 or 2 bottles. Like, okay, we got to fix that first. We got to fix your intake. We got to fix the water intake every, for your own sake. We've got to do way better. We've got to do way better. So we have them start doing that. Measure the water, and they're like, okay, do that. Get to 64 ounces. Okay, I got to 64 ounces every single day for the past 3 days. Great. 70. Okay, good. 70. They move on. Eventually they get to a gallon. What happens is water does not help. Water does not like the body to store anything. It starts pushing a lot of things out. With your vegetables, obviously you need veggies in order to have your fiber intake to start pushing the fat out. But if the blood starts circulating and the body starts pushing and the organs start feeling better, it's going to get rid of all the excess that you have, and that's the excess fat storage. That helps. It does way better. Way better itself. Now, we talked about measurable water. Get the measure. Go first when you start. Get to a half gallon. Work your way to a gallon every day. And you want to be patient with the results, but don't be patient with yourself, in all honesty. Take the time and be able to measure the water out. And then just drink every day. And then finally you'll have it. Now, last question that was asked with that was, do I have artificial sweeteners because I don't drink water? I like flavored water. Flavored water's fine, but I would not hold yourself to it like those, what was it? Crystal Springs, I think it was. Yeah, you don't really do that. I mean, for the start, might not be a bad idea, but as you move on, nah, I wouldn't do any of that. All right, so there it is with water. Take your time with it. Have fun with it. It's easy. All right, I'm going to continue on my walk. If you want to know more about what happens with the next video, why don't you go ahead and take a look at it right there. I'll see you there. As always, we climb, and I'll see you later.